What's up, everyone, and welcome to today's video. We got an update from the developers today from Zynga that there is going to be a Spring Festival summon. Now, what I'm about to say is very important because money is on the line and I care about you guys and your wallets and your resources. So let's go ahead and click on here and take a look. So from April 17th to April 27th is going to be the Spring Festival. There's going to be new summons every 2 days with pairs. So you're going to have Stannis and Melisandre. So basically, you're going to have Grand Summon tokens, which are the purples, Splendid Summon tokens, which are your coveted green summons, gold for a Rhaenyra and Daenerys, and then Rob's War event for Rob and Talisa. Now, these sound very tempting, and we're going to get offers as well, and I will do an offer review video. However, what I must say is if we look at the patch notes from yesterday, the patch notes are going to look right over here. Keep a watchful eye out for the next dev diary. We'll be diving into the final phase of our faction tuning and balancing efforts. New Lannister champions. We'll also be turning our gaze to House Targaryen, free cities, the Baratheons, and more, bringing each of them closer to their rightful place in the battle for Westeros. Now, this is important because balancing changes is usually bad for the game. Sometimes they do get buffs. However, if you are going to be spending your hard-earned money on this Spring Festival and summoning these characters, most of them are going to be targeted. Melisandre and Stannis are Baratheons. They are going to be targeted. Daenerys and Rhaenyra are Targaryens. They are going to be targeted. Robb Stark and Talisa Stark, you don't really have to worry about. Ned and Catelyn, you don't have to worry about. Jaime is a Lannister. He's going to be potentially changed too. So you have Aemond with that. That's kind of a random summon. But for those looking to summon Stannis, Daenerys, Rhaenyra, and Melisandre, there could be some big changes. And I'm not going to stop you if you want to spend and you really like these characters, but my advice is do not over-invest. I recommend 4 stars, level 200 characters. It's not too much of an investment. And if you get nerfed, it's not that big of a deal. 5-star, okay, you want to go to 5-star, fine. But once you get into 6-star and 7-star territory, that's when you need lots and lots of shards and the dollar values can add up. Now, I'm saying this because there are new players out there, and the new players need to know that there are balancing changes where characters will get nerfed. Will Stannis get nerfed? Will Rhaenyra get nerfed? Could events be changed totally where we need a whole new team to do well in events? It is possible. It is possible. Zynga is doing this for their own best interest and making things different with buffs and nerfs. This is just a gamble. This is a gamble. Sometimes they make them better. Sometimes they make them worse. But my word of advice is be careful. Do not overinvest. Be very careful. You don't want to go too hard into a character's star rank and buy too many offers, and then the character is useless. This game needs to have a better reward structure because the rewards are not very great. I mean, if we go, for example, the most outdated reward system is the raid system. Now, I'm in Gold 1. I'm only getting 250 gold dragons, 4 green summons, and 5 purple summons a week. Now, I don't even count the purple summons because eventually everyone's going to get a ton of them. You're getting them every day from the Legendary Assault with the Dragons. You're getting them in the Crowns Challenge. Crowns Challenge might get tougher now. If you look at Crowns Challenge and you're trying to do the Great Pit of Daznak, that is going to be targeted. The Targaryens are going to be targeted. Will they change the fire mechanic? They could change the fire mechanic and make it not as potent, so people who were easily able to beat the Great Pit of Daznak now are not able to do it. The Baratheons are going to be targeted, so Stormlands might be harder. Crownlands might be easier with the Lannisters if they do buff the Lannisters, so that might be a positive change. We don't know if they're going to get buffed or we don't know if they're going to get nerfed, but the whole idea is to be careful and watch your money. I care about your money. You guys mean a lot to me. I don't want players spending all this money and then they nerf it and then you rage quit. You just uninstall the game, you delete the game. That is not good. That is not what we want to do. So this is just my word of advice to be careful and not overinvest. If you do want to buy the Easter offers that are coming out, then by all means go ahead and do that. Just be careful with your resources. Just be careful with your resources because resources are very hard to come by in this game. They're not very rewarding for our efforts. And if you invest heavily into a team and they get nerfed into the ground, you're starting back right at the very beginning. You need to re-level up your characters. You need to get stars. I mean, everyone should have fallback teams. This is why if you have, let's say they do a 600 green summon offer for $300, what they've done in the past. Now you could use those 600 green summons on a 2-character banner and get them pretty high, or you could spread it out and get more people at 4-star, which might be the way to go. Again, I would recommend 4 to 5-star. I think anything higher than that is too much of an investment. 6-star and 7-star, you run the risk of getting your character nerfed and your team less effective, and that is not a good thing, and it's not in a place that you want to be at. So these offers are coming. I know a lot of people are excited to get Rhaenyra. I know a lot of people are excited to get Stannis, especially since Stannis is going to be you can get him with purple tokens, him and Melisandre. So a lot of people are excited, but it's a little suspicious that this is happening a day after they announced that rebalances are happening. They just announced this, so I think it's very important to be careful, and I was compelled to make this video to warn you, because again, I do care about your money and your wallets. I know there are some people in this game that don't mind spending lots of money on this game, but there are some people that are playing cheap to play, and that is important as well. If I go back to my server, let's pull up my server. If I go back to my server, our data miner just leaked new information. There are going to be new characters, a second Rhaenyra, there's going to be a second Davos, a second Joffrey, a second Tyrion, and a second Stannis. So these characters are coming out. There's also going to be a new event, a 5th event, so it's going to make events even more diluted than before. New Sandor, new Gold Road. So are they going to just nerf them into the ground? We don't know. But all I know is that new characters were data mined, and balancing changes are coming, and offers are coming too. So just be careful. Comment below and let me know what you think of what's happening, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Take care, all.